God's way is restrictive. This is how I feel. I don't know if you can relate, but I feel like if I'm called to obey God, that I need to put myself in this tiny little box. I'm confined to this small space. I can just barely breathe. I can barely move. That's how I feel so many times. And now the more I walk the way of Jesus, the more I'm just beginning to understand that truly the only way to run free is to walk in the way of Jesus. You see, Psalms 119:32 says, I run in the path of your commands, for you have set my heart free. Oh, this verse wrecked me when I finally comprehended it. You see, in order to run, I need a wide open expanse in order for me to just let go and completely just give it all I can. And David is saying that God's way, God's law isn't like a fence trying to keep us so confined or a tiny little box, but in reality, to walk the way of Jesus, to walk according to his commands, is the way to experience true freedom. Obeying God, walking his way, doesn't lead to slavery, it leads to freedom. Rebelling against God, at first, it feels like this wide open space that you could just run free, do whatever you want. But eventually, as you continue to run down this road, the road becomes actually more narrow, more restrictive. That's when you get into that little box of yours, confined, barely able to move. Walking the way of Jesus, obeying his commands, his teachings, at first feels restrictive. I get it. It feels like you could barely breathe because you're going against the very things that you were told to believe in for so many years. But as you walk down that road, as you continue to walk the narrow way, to pick up your cross and follow him, your soul begins to breathe again. And what you used to call normal, then you begin to see that that was actually bondage. And now the way of Jesus leads to a life, and life abundantly, like John 10:10 says. So come and join me as we continue to follow the narrow way.